I'm here today with Jay Logan, who is an author of Mommy Doesn't Look Sick and Holiday Cookies. Thank you for being with me today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. So tell us, what inspired you to write the books?
So Mommy Doesn't Look Sick is based on my personal experience.
Okay.
I was diagnosed with a very rare liver disease 9 years ago. And when I was first diagnosed, they didn't think I was going to last the night.
Wow.
And
Ooh,
yeah,
scary.
it was super scary. So what they found was that both of my lungs were full of blood clots. And my husband and I understand that one blood clot is dangerous, lungs full.
Yeah, I've
severe.
never heard of that before.
Yeah, neither had I.
Yeah.
So we asked my husband asked if we should bring the kids in just in case. So I had a 4-year-old and a 9-year-old at the time.
Okay.
And they immediately said yes. So scared the crap out of us. And I'm trying to think that this could be the last time I'd see my kids. And it just scared the hell out of me.
Yeah.
So they came in and I just kept thinking of all the wonderful maternal advice you could kind of force into, a 90-second visit and hope that they remember for the rest of their lives.
Right. Oh.
But then I got through that night and I got through the next night, and it turns out I have a very rare liver disease called Budd-Chiari syndrome. Okay. And it comes with a trio of blood disorders that cause clotting. So I'm on lifelong blood thinners and, medication to keep me healthy.
Right. Well, you look healthy now, I
Thank
have to
you.
say. Thank God. Yeah.
Thank you. The doctors actually recently said, we're so surprised that you're this healthy for somebody who's had this long.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, well, I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was supposed to be healthy still. Okay. But, the love of family and support absolutely helps bring me there. So there was no guideline for me at that time of how to handle this and how to live with a lifelong illness with small children.
Right.
Because I didn't look sick. Right?
Okay.
It was entirely,
hence the name.
yes, hence the name.
Okay.
So you have to explain to children something, because if not, then they think you just don't want to go with them trick-or-treating, or you just don't want to, watch them play baseball on days where you just can't get out of bed. And I was honest with them to what I thought a 4-year-old and a 9-year-old could take. And they turned out to be super helpful. On days where I couldn't get out of bed, my 9-year-old son would bring me water, offer to make me soup. I mean,
that's
from
great.
a can, but it was still so thoughtful.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's great.
And as they got older, I've explained more and more to them, and I make sure that they're aware of what I have now at 13 and at 18, because it's things that they need to be checked for.
Right, okay.
This is hereditary. We have no clue where I got it from. No one in my family has it.
I was going to ask you, okay. Well, I mean, it led you to write a great book, and that will help other parents and other children.
Yes.
I guess that's the point.
Exactly. The book is not scary, and I do emphasize this when I tell people. It's not just, mommy's sick and everything is so freaky. It's really showing that children are concerned and that they care and that they want to be helpful. And having an honest conversation with them yields wonderful results, right?
Yes.
They can help around the house. They can bring you water or help you make sure you remember to take your medicine. And that makes them feel very happy and very comfortable.
Right, and they have some control because they're helping too,
yes,
right?
Absolutely.
I think it's probably scarier when you don't know.
Right, when you're whispering in the next room to your spouse or on the phone with a friend and then they come in and you shoo them away. It's very scary for them.
Yes.
And so I want parents and I want aunts and uncles and neighbors and friends that love children. Yes. To know that you can reach out and have a conversation with them. Remember their age, right? You don't want to give them technical medical jargon.
Age appropriate.
But they definitely want to be there to help. And that book is a love story to my family. The images are of me and my family.
Okay, great.
My parents are in the book. My sister makes an appearance, my nieces. So I want them to know that I appreciate everything that they've done for me to keep me healthy and keep me strong, this 9 years.
Right.
And I want families to see that it's a real family and this is what we've been through, and they can do it too.
That's fantastic. And is this geared towards any age group or?
So the books are usually 5 to 10 if you want them to read on their own.
Okay.
But I have a friend who's in her late 30s who has a teenage daughter who bought the book to support me, read it by herself to herself.
Okay.
Called me up crying and said she finally feels seen.
Oh, wow. Okay. So really
so it's a children's book.
Yeah,
but
absolutely. And I guess if you're a little younger, obviously the parents could read it.
Yes,
but
absolutely.
It's appropriate.
It is.
Yeah. Great. Well, where can people get the book?
It's available on Amazon.
Okay.
And then I do pop-ups, at street fairs and vendor events. Okay. And I always post it on my social media, so you can follow me on Instagram at JLogan. Okay. And I always post where I'm going to be.
That's great. Okay. Tell us about the second book then.
Overall, my goal of both of these books and any future books that I come out with are to show children that they can be wonderful, productive members of society.
That's fantastic. Right.
You know, and I just think about COVID and I think about everything that's happened since then. And the world has become, in some places, really dark. And in some places, you know, a bright light. You get those children who are starting lemonade stands to help others. And I'm so inspired by that. And I would love to see more of that in the world.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the second book is about learning about your neighbors. And it's called Holiday Cookies. It is not a cookbook. But there is there is a cookie recipe in there, and it's a twist on a sugar cookie. Okay. I'm not a big fan of sugar cookies, but this one I actually enjoy. So you know, so this one is about learning about other cultures. So it celebrates Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Diwali, and Bodhi Day. Okay. The day that that Buddha reached an ultra and super enlightenment. Oh, yes. Cool. And it's a beautiful blend. So the inspiration for this is, every Thanksgiving, we bring pumpkin pies to the local firehouse, my family. Nice. And I bake cookies. I love to bake cookies. And we bring them to friends and neighbors. And so I said, well, this is a really good journey. And I remember when I was in 3rd grade, not too long ago, that we learned about Hanukkah. And I learned the dreidel song. And I still know the dreidel song. And I'm very proud of myself that I remember something from the 3rd grade. Yeah. And that's not taught in school every day now. And you don't get to learn about other cultures and other religions. And so it's a very high level. It's not going deep into anybody's religion, but it is talking about the holiday they celebrate and how you can do something simple like bring cookies to a neighbor and learn about their holidays.
That's great, because you're just teaching them about community and being nice to others at a basic level.
Yes, just being
that's fabulous.
Great citizens of tomorrow. Right. These are the people that are going to be running the world when I'm retired.
That's right. Yes, exactly. And you can also get this on Amazon or at your website?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Absolutely.
Well, that's fantastic. When can we expect a new book?
There will definitely be a 3rd children's book in 2024. Okay. My goal is before May.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yes.
All right.
I'm in the process of speaking to an illustrator, and then I'm gonna complete my young adult science fiction thriller. So,
wow,
that one I'm really excited about, and I've been holding that and hiding it for many years because I was always afraid to hit the publish button. Okay, and I was given a push, actually a couple of years ago, by John Leguizamo at an event. Okay. And I went to him and I said, I'm a writer and I love your work. I think you're amazing. And he looked at me and said, we need more Hispanic writers in the world. We need Hispanic artists. Please hit publish. Okay. Just do it already. And so with that and the love story, I said, all right, fine, I'm going to do it. And now I feel more comfortable. And that's
fantastic.
My passion.
Great. Well, thank you so much for sharing your story and telling us about the books, and we can't wait to see the new ones coming out.
Thank you very much. I appreciate your support.
Oh, no problem. Okay, and we'll be right back after this.